The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League.
Welcome to beautiful Caledonia, Ontario, home of the Corvairs and a recent Stanley Cup champion. It's our GOJHL Spotlight game, powered by Collins Clothiers. It's Brandon Montour night, as his number 62 will be retired into the rafters tonight. Some special news from Brandon Montour for the game tonight.
Hey guys, Brandon here. Just wanted to reach out and let you guys know that unfortunately I won't be able to make it tonight. Wife's expecting a baby girl, so had to fly back to Seattle. Again, just wanted to reach out and thank and appreciate everyone for making this happen. Very honored. Spent a lot of good memories, good times in Caledonia and Brantford, and that's kind of where it all started for me. So I appreciate everyone involved. Again, unfortunately, I cannot be there, but wish I was there, but again, family calls, so I have to make it back to Seattle. Again, thanks guys.
A bit of a crazy morning. Obviously, Brandon played last night in Montreal, played well, got his first hat trick, and then FaceTime me first thing this morning. We kind of had a plan set out that he's going to come home, hang out with his brother for the day. So he sent me his hotel to pick him up at, and FaceTime me just as I was leaving and gave me the news that his wife's water broke. So he was a little panicky and needed to get home, needed to find a plane to get home, and asked me if I could grab his mom and meet them in Toronto and get them as quick as possible back to Seattle for the birth of his baby girl, which she was born this afternoon. Mason Marie Montour, 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Baby's good, mom's good. So we're obviously sad that Brandon couldn't be here, but we're super, super ecstatic for him and his family.
Here's the big moment as Brandon Montour, 62, goes to the rafters here in Caledonia.
Brandon's banner will hang side by side in the rafters with one of his best friends, the late Tyler Norrie. Let's give a big hand to one of our very own, Brandon Montour.
The Caledonia Corvairs hitting the ice in front of a massive crowd in Caledonia. Ethan Quick looking to continue his great start to the season as he sits second in league scoring with 20 points. Taking on the Hamilton Kilty Bees squad coming off a big win over the Caledon Bombers Friday night. As Ethan Girard makes his return to Caledonia for the first time since he was dealt earlier in the season. It's Cali, it's the Hammer, and it's our Spotlight game.
Puck drop is next on 519 Sports Online.
Splitting the first two. Hamilton most recently winning on home ice as that one is out front. There's a quick shot and they score!
Let's go. Hello, boy, Braddock's. Let's go. Hot start, fellas. Right.
Evan Braddock's opens the scoring 30 seconds in. Corvairs strike first. 1-0 Cali. He'll bang it back up top to the point. Wasslin. His pass fanned on. It'll be picked up by Woodburn, and he'll head back through center. Woodburn drops it off. Far side, little tap pass back to Woodburn out front, and he scores! What a passing play by Hamilton. As they find Woodburn out front of the captain. Strikes right back for the Kilty Bees. 1-1 here early in the first period. Nahern into the zone. Blocker save made by Visan. Broussard onto the far boards. He'll stop up, flip it over for Wasslin. Joey Wasslin walks right in. There's a shot right into the crest of Visan, who hangs on. He's got it back down low. Centering pass up top. Girard walks into one, fires right through traffic. And Keegan Jackson up top. Equal to the task, hangs on. Girard, on that note, making his first return to Caledonia since the trade at the beginning of the season that sent him from the Corvairs to Hamilton. Battle for it on the near side. Stewart has it. He fires and scores! A rocket on the near side. Hash mark. Stewart pops the bottle. And Hamilton strikes on the power play. 2-1 Kilty Bees. If you blinked, you missed it. Kissel plays it to the far boards. Quick intercepts that, back to the point, near side pass. Here's Dunford right on. And Vlad Visan makes the save, no rebound, as that'll cause a gathering out front of the Hamilton goal. Douglas Najum into the zone for Caledonia. He'll work it down low. Massive hit in the end boards. That's going to cause a penalty. And here we go in Caledonia. He had a target right on his back. And Sammy Douglas Najum is going to get hauled off. It's going to be a head contact call on the Corvairs. And that'll spell an end to their power play with 13.6 to go here in the first period. Trying to poke it free, down low. Back up top, one-timer, that's blocked out front, Hamilton. Another block shot, could be a break here in a foot race. McAfee Rankin, out comes Keegan Jackson, and poked just wide. Campolo sent it just wide on that far side. Played around to the near side, settled down by Braddock's out front of his own goal. Rink-wide pass connects with Broussard. Broussard, inside-out move, gets it across, here's Leet. Unable to pull the trigger. Broussard back on it. He'll turn it back up top, lots of ice. Broussard lofts through traffic, Visan the save. Back up top, Wasslin holds, thought about a shot, now does, tipped on goal, side of the net, they score! Joey Wasslin let it fly from the blue line, Brody Leet cleans it up, we're tied at 2. Broussard steps into the Hamilton zone, tried to center it. Hamilton heading back the other way. Could have numbers. Jankovic, trailer, kiss, in, fires, scores! Hamilton answers right back after the Caledonia goal, and they take a 3-2 lead as Nicholas Kiss buries it. Caledonia now turning it back up ice for Ethan Osborne. Here's Osborne, sliding it across, in all alone, it's quick, and he scores! Ethan Quick, boy is he quick! 3-3 in Cali! Hamilton worked back down in, held in, bouncing puck in front of Visan. Nobody can find it as McDougall will throw it rink wide. That hit a body. Quick holds it in. Here's Quick with a step. Fires right on. Rebound out front. And they score! Ethan Osborne out front. Buries it. Caledonia hops back on top. It's 4-3 Corvairs early in the third. Here they come. McDougall. Quick shot. Pad save Jackson. Rebound up top. Extra pass just out of this reach of Kisses. He's got to go back down into the corner for it. He'll skip it along far side, up top Lyle. Lyle settles, fires through traffic, bouncing puck out front. Jackson's down, and he finds it before anyone else can as he covers for a face-off. Works it down deep. Krell gets tied up in the corner. He takes his man in from behind, and here we go in Caledonia. Caringi in there, Clark in there, everybody down low. After the hit from behind, Caledonia going to go to the power play. As Evan Krell's going to be pulled out of the pile. Tied up. There's another one sent out front. Just missing Caringi out front. Stewart has it on the near dot. Backhand shot. Up high on Jackson off his mask. And he finds the puck and pounces. With 9:54 past the halfway mark of period 3. 4-3, Caledonia leads. Back around, down low into the corner. Broussard out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 as it'll be picked up by Kiss on the far wing. Here's Kiss out at center. He'll dish off on the near side for Kissel. Tight angled shot! He scores! Lucas Kissel beats Keegan Jackson far side, and we're once again tied in this hockey game. 4-4 in the third for Kissel. Gerard up top, stepping in, firing through traffic. Keegan Jackson the save, and it's cleared. Corvairs get it out at center. Brody Leet picks it up. Here he comes. Leet, far side, what a move in tight. Vlad Visan the save. Rebound out front. and they sent it wide. Back out front lead. Couldn't get a handle on it. Nahern circles. He's stepping in. Nahern a shot. Pad save Visan. He's down. And he covers with 2:22 on the clock in overtime. Wasslin stops up, turns it over. Campolo in, drags, fires off the post. And we got a penalty coming here. It's going to be on Luca Campolo. And 57.2 seconds left in overtime. Caledonia, a massive opportunity. Off the faceoff, could be Hamilton. Javen Stewart in shorthanded to win it. He scores! A turn of the tides. Javen Stewart off the faceoff beats Kagan Jackson, and Hamilton wins an excellent hockey game in overtime. Kilty Bees get a massive extra point, and they take it 5-4 over the Caledonia Corvairs.
I saw Doogie on faceoff. He's amazing at what he does. I knew he was going to set up a great play. Through his legs, saw he was getting tied up, pushed it forward for me. He told me after he saw me, he just wanted me to take it. Grabbed it, pushed past their forwards, felt good, got in front, fake, just a little chip, and that's game. It felt amazing. All the boys jumping in. It's awesome. I feel like it was just keep pushing. Every time we scored, they put one back in, or they scored, we had to catch up, and we just we got to stay consistent. And when we get the lead, we got to keep pushing down. It seems like once we get the lead, we just take a break for a second, and once we get that figured out, we're gonna be a hell of a team to beat.
We had the opportunity earlier in the period where we had the 4-on-3, and we didn't take advantage of it. They get the power play there late, and of course you as a coach you're trying to stay calm, but that's a really good hockey team on the other side, and they've got some guys that can really shoot the puck and score, and it definitely put us at a disadvantage, and your palms get a little bit sweaty there, and hope you got the right guys out on the ice, and we had the right guys out on the ice, and the play went the way it did. Like Stewie said, Doogie pushed forward on the draw, which I'm not sure we drew up on the bench, but it was a hell of a play by him, and Stewie took off, and Stewie does what Stewie does. He's scored some big goals for us already this year. I think that's his second OT winner. I think his third game winner. Big players show up in big moments, and tonight was a big moment, and he showed up. Stewie's uniquely talented. His individual skills, his hands, his ability to find open space on goalies, and the biggest thing with him is his skating ability, his speed, his edge work. You saw it there on that breakaway. He pulled away from the guys, had the opportunity, saw it, and created space for himself, and used his vision, got his head up, and those are the tools that he's got. He's got the ability to make plays and be a big game player for us, and he's doing that right now.
We got a good rivalry with Hamilton going this year, right? So, these are always fun games to play, easy games to get up for, especially with, the whole Montour thing, and everybody buzzing around in the crowd to come out to support us. So, first of all, I'd like to thank them, but it's the rivalry games that you really want to win. And, they're not always going to go your way, especially when it goes to overtime. Went our way 2 games ago there, and then we went back to Hamilton, and then coming here, on a special night. But, I can't knock the boys for not trying. We put in a good effort tonight.
It was an entertaining back-and-forth hockey game. Both teams didn't give up, and that's the best thing about this league is that anybody can beat anybody on any given night. If you don't bring your A game for 60 minutes of hockey, then, it can just go to, I guess, you could be on this side of it.
It's a special thing, right? Like, as you're growing up, you see guys getting their jersey retired, whether it's in the NHL, whether it's in their local junior hockey teams, whether it's in their hometowns. Fortunately for Montour, it was all of them, hometown and junior hockey club. So, just looking at that guy and knowing what he was able to do for the city of Caledonia, as well as what he's able to do now, really putting Caledonia on the map. It's attributed a lot to him what we are able to do today.
He's a good hockey player. And like I said, he's doesn't forget where he came from, and he's always willing to take that time of day to talk to somebody, whoever asks him to pull him aside. So, it's, like I said before, it's very grateful that he gives back to the community. Again, doesn't forget where he comes from.
Before the hockey player comes the person, for sure. And I think if you're a father and you have a son and you want your son to have a role model, I think Brandon Montour's that person. I mean, character guy, family guy first, and just, his commitment just to being a good person off the ice. And then, just as a hockey player also, he's, I don't need to tell you this, but I'm sure a lot of people know he's a great teammate. And, just like he puts family first when he's at the rink, it's team first, right? So Brandon is the model citizen and the model role model on the ice.
Here or not, just what he's done for the community, obviously in the last little while here, bringing obviously winning the Stanley Cup, bringing it home, and just showing to kids, kids from the res that you can do anything that you set your mind to. And I think he's a big influence and likes to instill that on every kid that he meets, and even kids that play in our league. He played 3 years here and then ended up making it somehow, some way. Like, everyone's got their own way, and I think that's the biggest thing that he tries to instill on everyone. Like, you create your own journey.